Hey there, guys, and happy Thursday evening. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back. Thank you to all the viewers, guests, and supporters. Without you, we could not have the Indie Spotlight or the Indie Spotlight Special Edition. I am your host, Shayrenee, and tonight's episode of the Indie Spotlight Special Edition Thursdays, we have a very talented lyricist and rapper, son of the 215, and he's back in the room now, and I'm going to invite him to the camera.
You back?
Hey, hey, we had a little technical difficulties, but
Oh,
we're definitely back now.
back. We back.
So we were talking about you were telling everyone that you were from Uptown,
Yeah.
Mount Airy,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And I was asking, I think the second question that I asked you was, what inspired you to start your career, or start rapping and rhyming? And you told me you had a really musical family. So
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me.
Music was always around. Like my dad, my mom used to tell me that he was like a singer when he was younger, and then you know, my grandmother was heavily into music when she passed away when I was young.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. She left me all her musical instruments before like I even started rap, anything like that. Like she knew that I'd be into music or something like that. Dad, and then my mom used to always have like good music playing around the holidays on Thanksgiving and Christmas. She would have, early classic Philly stuff like Teddy Pendergrass or
Mm-hmm.
Bell and the OJs and the Stylistics and Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, all that kind of stuff playing. So that played a part. And my sister, my older sister, I kind of credit her for the hip hop part because she had like a classic hip hop stash, like in her room. She used to have like all CDs. She used to tape Yo MTV raps and all that stuff. So I used to be being a nosy little brother going through her stuff. And, that's how I found Kid and Play and
Mm-hmm.
Cool Mo D and Special Ed, Schoolie D and Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff and all that. And, and I guess took it and ran with it. You know what I mean? I liked it. I was intrigued by it. I knew it was art, something we created. And, I was just start writing my rhymes and I guess took it from there.
Wow. So how long have you been? So how long have you been doing this? How long has your career spanned? How long have you been
Um,
doing?
I probably started writing music around like 9 or 10, but I didn't start.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't start taking it serious until probably like high school, like around 15, 16 years old. It was like the first time I ever went to the studio. So, I say I got probably about like a good years now really seriously doing shows and touring and recording and all the stuff it takes to be, a professional artist.
Mm-hmm. Right. So could you tell everyone where they can find you at on all your social media platforms?
Um, Sunny 215, everything Sunny 215, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all the streaming platforms, YouTube, of course, social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, all that. Everything Sunny the 215, real easy to find me.
Great, great. Could you tell me a little bit about the music that you have out now? Tell me a little bit about the music that you have out now.
Right now I have a project out called Veterans Day 2,
Mm.
a continuation of Veterans 1. I dropped Veterans Day 1, I believe, in 2018, and I released 2018, 2019. I dropped part one, then I just dropped part two, and it's crazy, classic. It's a classic, you know what I mean? And that's not just me saying that. I guess other people feel like that too. That's what I hear when people talk about it. I named it Veterans Day because it that's the day I was born, November the 11th.
Oh wow. Wow.
I named it Veterans Day because of that, and you know. It's just my story, the way I see things, and typical Philly guy trying to figure out life, you know what I mean? Talking about, things that we go through and,
Hmm.
out, you know what I'm saying? Some stories are pain, some is about joy, some is about having fun, some is about, just life in general as a black man, trying to make it through. So, you know what I'm saying? Reality music. I like to call it reality music. But I got a lot of stuff, that I did before that. I used to, before I started calling Sunday 215, I went by the name D Bills. So
Oh.
yeah, I got a lot of stuff on that Piff, a lot of mixtapes, early stuff that my early fans, they would know that, that stuff. So, but it's there, it's findable. You can find it, that Piff and SoundCloud and stuff like that. But Veterans Day 1 and Veterans Day 2 is the last albums I just dropped, and I'm working on an album right now called Success or Nothing. SON, nothing. So that's coming.
Wow. So everyone can find you on all streaming platforms on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and everywhere else. So you have over like 115,000 streams. Could you tell me a little bit about that on one of your songs or a couple of your songs?
Yeah, part two, I had a lot of guest features on there, people I've been wanting to work with. I've been looking forward to working with. I got a song on there called State of Emergency, SOE, featuring Big Bro Freeway. That's my big brother. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Tour. So, that's that song spinning all through the tri-state and doing what it's supposed to do. I got a song featuring a young up-and-coming artist like myself from Philadelphia named Brad Grader. He's dope. Got
Yeah, I heard him before. Yes.
swing back around. Um, I got a song on there featuring Dutchy Man from Figures called Goodfellas. Me and him got a song on there. Um,
Yes, from Dutch and Spade.
yes,
The
yes,
duo, they used to be in major figures.
yeah.
I remember.
I
Yeah.
that's crazy. And you know, those songs hit the streets and people took to them, gravitated to them, streamed them, and the videos is out to all them songs, and just doing a lot of touring and a lot of live performing, and making new fans and pushing my brand, getting out here and getting the music to the people. That generated a lot of following and streaming. And I also have a distribution deal with a company called EQ Distro, which is under Rock Nation. It's under the Rock umbrella. So they help a lot while pushing my brand and my music and getting it out there, and getting it to higher platforms, and marketing it in the right I would say demographics. And also I got a marketing team, strong marketing team behind me, and management team. 1122, my man Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's my.
I actually just interviewed Mr. Sutton or Kevin Sutton,
I was in
your manager, yesterday. Yeah, you was there.
the interview. That's my guy. He helps out as far as the management goes and the marketing. That's the big bro. We like a tag team when it come to that. So he got my best interest. I got his best interest. You know, a lot of people say I'm bringing this new Philly vibe back. I like to say new Philly because no disrespect to the old Philly or the Philly before me. They paved the way. They laid down the groundwork for us. But I just feel like as far as Philadelphia goes, we got a lot of dope artists, dope producers, dope DJs, dope journalists like yourself. Um, you know, and
Thank you.
we feel like I just feel like a lot of us play a major role in the entertainment industry and the music industry, and I feel like I want to say the right thing. I feel like maybe sometimes we don't get enough the credit we deserve. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're absolutely right.
We're all
Hmm.
over the place. If you look around the music industry, and you're gonna find somebody from Philly everywhere, sprinkled in,
Yeah.
whether it's a DJ or A&R, a rapper, a producer, a record exec, whatever. Somebody's from Philly. I feel like all these other places have their own genres of music. I mean, you think of down south and south, you think of the Midwest hip hop, Cali, and they got West Coast, and when they think of Philadelphia, they just say, oh, they got the best spitters, or that's it. And I'm like, nah, man, we got our own genre and style of music too. You know what I'm saying? And the world need to recognize that, whether it's neo soul with Bill God and music and or whether it was the Schoolie D inventing gangster rap, or the state property era You know what I'm saying? And now with Meek and Uzi and P&B and Tierra Whack, people of this nature, like, you know, self, it's a new Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the world to see us and say, man, they hear me and they say, oh yeah, that's that Philly hip hop. That's that Philly style of music. I mean, even as far as back as like Gamble and Huff, some guys, they were dubbed the sound of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? They had their own sound. So I had to come back and people around the world to see that Philly is a strong state uh, in the music industry. You know what I mean? We get a lot done and we make a lot of noise. So trying to make people respect that.
I definitely agree. I think there are many, many talented music artists out of Philadelphia, and it's a lot of them. And they should be exposed and deserve to be exposed and have the right amount of exposure um, that any other artist should have. So I do think you are actually right. There
Oh,
are a lot of. My mom used to live next door and around a lot of people
right.
that were major.
Yeah, yeah. Spring
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
For, my,
um,
the neighborhood I'm from, Patty LaBelle had a house right on the corner. You know what I'm saying?
wow, wow.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, one of the, I think it was the stylistic. I'm not mistaken. One of them used to live right next door to us. I was a kid on Temple Road up Mount Airy, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just a soulful place, a beautiful place. It's a great place, man. It's a great place, man. So, you know,
yeah,
I love my
definitely.
city a lot, and I feel like being the son of the 215, like, you know what I mean? I carry that. I wear that on my shoulder. I wear that on my sleeve, on my heart, like, you know what I mean? You know, when you get into this industry, you know, a lot of these higher ups always say you got to have some type of a gimmick or a niche. Like, what's the story you trying to tell? You know, my story I'm trying to tell is Philadelphia. I'm selling the Philadelphia experience. You know what I mean? I'm telling our story, telling the Philly story. You know what I mean? The life as we see it and we know it. So that's what I'm trying to do out here with my flow.
That was well said. Due to like all of the things that are happening with COVID-19, all the shutdowns, the big hit that the entertainment and music industry took, where do you see the future of live entertainment and the music industry going right now?
um,
Or
whew, that's crazy because I feel like a part of me feel like, you know, a lot of people kind of like it this way. You know what I mean? Because it's easier. You know what I mean, to reach more people and stuff like that. But as a person that's inside the eye of the storm, as a entertainer, um, I like to get out and touch the people. You know what I'm saying? I like to get out and you know, mingle with my fans and jump out and pop out in different cities. So I feel like it's gonna get back to that. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. When everything opens back up and the restrictions are lifted, we can go back to doing what we love to do, and that's, you know, make good music and, you know what I mean, and providing the service of, you know, providing people with good music. So I think everything gonna get back to normal.
I think that too as well. I'm starting to see um, different states on the East Coast start to open up and start to lift restrictions and everything because there is a different feeling that you get when you experience music live and you experience an artist live that you
You know what I mean?
that you can't get virtually.
Exactly, exactly. On a good virtual show, and you can reach so many more people just like with one click of a button. But it's nothing like being right there in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You up on that stage and you rocking and you sweating and you look into the crowd and you see people's faces and they bob into your music and you jump off stage afterwards and somebody run up to you and say, yo man, I love that, man. How can I find you, or where can I get the music? You know, that's like real time. With how they say it now, that's real time. You know what I mean? It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. Thrive off.
Definitely.
You know, I'm a performer, so you know what I mean. Outside of being a lyricist,
Hey, Kevin.
I love to perform. Hennessy up in here. What's up, Henny? Yeah, you know, love being in the moment. So I hope it go back to being what it's supposed to be.
yes, indeed, I do. I do too.
Yeah.
so that I can actually get out to some places and actually experience and see some people. Some great music that's going on locally and just all over the United States.
But even through the pandemic and all that, we never really stopped. You know what I mean? I'm sure my brother, he spoke on it. Henny, I'ma speak on it.
Mhm.
Never stopped. You know what I'm saying? 1122. I mean, you come to Philadelphia right now and you ask about 1122, man, they gonna tell you, man, ain't nobody doing it like we doing it. You know what I'm saying? We're not, and let me be clear, we kept everything safe, kept people
Mhm.
followed the restrictions and all of that, but
Mhm.
we still gave people a hub and a place to come to and throw events or come out for a listening party or album release or even live streaming events was done at 1122 Studios. So once again, shout out Hennessy Kev, you know what I mean, and for providing that platform for these artists, these up and coming artists, established artists like myself, or like a Freeway, or like a Dutchy Man, or an E Ness, or the Me Wees, or the OT. So many to name. I'll be naming them all day, but you know what I mean. We provided a hub, and we gonna keep providing that. You know what I'm saying, and I mean, the pandemic ain't do nothing but make us go harder. You know what I'm saying? It's a saying,
Yeah.
real hustlers adapt. So in any situation, you know what I mean, you gotta adapt. You either gonna reform or you're gonna adapt. So we adapted to the situation and we still move.
Great. Do you have any live or virtual upcoming performances?
Yeah, live. Oh man, we all over the place. And like I said earlier, with putting together this new project, Success or Nothing, which is due out soon. I'm also just became the newest member of the Freedom Thinkers Academy, and shout out my
Oh,
OG Freeway, and he's, like I said, big bro, a mentor to me, an idol, somebody I grew up listening to and respecting and learning from, and now getting the opportunity to move around with him and be a part of what he building, and it's that is more than music, it's health, it's culture, you know what I'm saying,
yes.
music. So
Mm-hmm.
we all over the place, man. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Where you might catch us in New York, Chicago, uh, ATL, New Orleans. Kevin down in New Orleans right now. So
Yes,
we got
yes.
a lot of events coming up. We gonna be all over the place. We touring. We out here. We spreading the message. We spreading the brand. And then every as long as we
Mm-hmm.
got music and we making new music, we gonna get out here and make sure the people get it. So we always gonna be out here, and everything that we doing, we make sure we market it and let people know. It's always gonna be on the social media. You can always get with Kev. Outside of being my manager, he's also a booking agent. So up and coming artist that's looking for an opportunity to get close to, artists like myself or Freeway or them guys, get with him and invest in your future. You know what I mean? Invest in your brand and your craft, because you know what I mean. Yeah, ain't nobody else gonna invest in you if you don't invest in yourself. So, but yeah, we getting ready to leave to go OT next week. We got Chicago coming up, Buffalo, New York, Atlanta. Hip Hop since 1987. Freeway gonna be opening up live. Myself and the rest of the Freedom Thinkers will be there performing. So it's gonna be a hot summer, man. And I got a lot of new music coming. Like I said, the album is done. A lot of guest appearances on the album. I got a surprise project I'm working on that I'm gonna put out before the album. So I can't wait to get that out there. We doing a lot. We got a lot going on.
It sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
So, when did you? So, tell me about your first time meeting Freeway.
Oh man. First time meeting Freezer. But like I said, growing up, listening to him,
Mm-hmm.
like that era when he was having the state property era.
Yeah,
Me and my
I grew up in the era too. Yep, yep.
When he first put out his first album, that was 2003. So I was just coming out of high school. I was getting ready to come out of high school because it came out in February. So I was in the 12th grade. So that was everything to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was probably that soundtrack of my life for that year. But fast forward, I meet Hennessy Kev. We build a bond. You know what I mean? He sees something in me. I see something in him. We form a brotherhood, and he becomes my management, you know what I mean? And not only management, but like a big brother, a mentor, you know what I mean? Somebody that gives me advice, somebody that's been where I'm trying to go. So we
Mhm.
I become a part of 1122, and he uh he had an event in Atlanta for A3C. I said that right, A3C 2019. So Freeway was the headliner, and I was one of the opening acts. I was opening up for him. So, you know, I do what I do. I open up, I kill it. So after I do what I'm doing now, I'm in fan mode. I just want to see the show. Who that?
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, bro? What's up, OJ? Yeah, I just wanted to see the show. And Freeway started performing, doing his thing, killing it as usual. So I'm snapping now, you know what I mean? I'm snapping in a good way though, like, oh man, he killing it. I hope he perform What We Do Is Wrong. So he get up there and he's getting ready to do his last song. He ain't do What We Do Is Wrong yet. So I'm like, damn, I don't know what's gonna happen. So he like, yo, son at 215, why don't you come up here and help me out with this John? So I'm like, oh shit. I'm up there. I go up there. He do What We Do Is Wrong. So we up there together. And like, can you imagine that? Like, really, man, put yourself in my shoes. One of your favorite artists of all time is performing. And he called you up on stage to perform one of his, probably, if not his greatest song. He called you up there to perform it with him.
Mhm.
Not a lot of people can say they got that opportunity in their career.
They can't.
Not a lot
They
of people.
definitely can't.
And then fast forward to you becoming a member of his label and working with him. That's like, it
Yeah.
don't happen like that for everybody, man. You gotta be gifted, man. You gotta have some power, which I like to say. So that's the first time I met him, and you know, it was organic. It was a beautiful moment. It's one of my favorite moments in my career. Fast forward 2 years later, he starts Freedom Thinkers Academy. He puts up a post on IG talking, you know, who think they got what it takes to become a freedom thinker. He already seen me in action. So now I tell, you know, my bro Hennessy Kev, listen, man, I think this is something we might need to zoom in on. He makes it happen. He sets the meeting up. And then here we are. You know what I mean? So, you know, I owe a lot to Freeway. He's a great friend, great mentor, a great person, great advocate for the city, great a great role model for young up and coming artists, great businessman, great friend. You know what I mean? I owe a lot to him, and no matter where my career go, I'll always have his back. I'll always, you know what I mean, be there for him if he need me, and I'm sure, you know, vice versa. I'm sure he feel the same way.
Wow, that was a really beautiful story.
Yeah,
I like the way that a lot of like
look at Cav. Some
when they talk about when I look at Freeway's interviews and I see him talk and he shares a lot of things, a lot of personal things, and I love that about him,
that's special
especially about the health and music and all these different experiences that he had over his life. So I really like that.
things he
And
been.
I like that you and him was working together. That's a
Oh,
great thing.
see what I mean, man? I'm glad people is in here to hear that. See that, Cav? Like, you know what I mean? It's good for fans. It's good for hip hop. You know what I mean? Seeing someone
Yeah.
reaching back to help, you know, an up and coming artist now. Let's get this straight. You can't just be any geek off the streets. You know what I mean? I'm sure he know, like, you know what I mean? This kid got
Mhm.
it deserved this shot. But, you know, not a lot of people are doing that nowadays. You know what I mean? Some people
Mhm.
feel like, you know, I guess it ain't enough light for us all to shine, but he's smart. He realizes that, you know what I mean, doing that shows a whole nother side of him, and that opens up a whole nother market to him. Now these young guys like myself, some of the 215 fans, or whoever else he might have worked with, Jay Huff or my guy Clemmy from Toledo, now our fans become his fans, and now they see like, well, dang, Freeway Thorough, man. I got so many people coming up to me now like, yo, man, that's so dope. You with Freeway, man. Like, Freeway always be my guy, man. I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to that. It's like it's a second win for him, and it's a first win for me. You dig? I'm getting to see things I never got to see, and he's also getting to get his blessings by reaching back and opening the door up for the next generation in his city. That's how you supposed to carry it. That's how you supposed to do it. Someday I hope I can do that for somebody. You know what I'm saying? I will do that for somebody. You know what I mean? Just off of because he did for me. It's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? The Jews that
And
you can't, them type of Jews, you can't pawn them. You can't take them to a pawn shop and pawn them. You got to cherish them Jews forever.
yes, yes, indeed. So I just hope that in some way, shape, or form, either with behind the scenes or the Freedom Thinkers Academy, that we can work together somehow
Oh
at
yeah,
some point.
definitely, man. Listen, playmaker Hennessy Calf, he makes it happen, man. Anywhere in the world, he's like uh Gordon off of Batman. Remember the cop Gordon, Detective Gordon used to shine the bat in the sky and Batman. He that guy. Like he know how to playmaker, man. When it comes to me, Freeway, any of the 1122 artists, he's the guy that makes it happen, man. And I think he does a great job at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody else could be better at that job. You know, look at the guys he got. Look at the team he got. He got like the Lakers right now in Philly. You know what I mean? He got me, the Sun. I mean, underground artist of the year. You know what I'm saying? To this the new Philly. You know what I'm saying? He got Freeway, Legend, GOAT, period. There's no other way to describe it. Zig the artist, Dutchy Man, GOAT, um, MeWe, R&B sensation, and a lot of other up and coming artists. That's we looking to help and bring on and put on. So you know what I mean? He got a great lineup of guys, man. He making a lot of things happen. And you know him not being from Philadelphia, being from up New York, he's seen the gold mine in Philly. He's seen there's a lot of talent in Philadelphia, and this he could have extended his olive branch anywhere else, but he came to Philly. So that shows you a lot about Philadelphia. He sees it. You know what I mean? And
Definitely.
we want the rest of the world to see it. You dig? So we need more. We need more of you. We need more journalists. We need more. We need more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, it was an honor to even be on your platform. And so anything like that, you can count 1122, Freedom Thinkers Academy, Sunday 215, 215, the whole conglomerate. You can count us in, man. It's about Philadelphia right now. It's bigger than um, one person. It's about a whole city and showing the world like, yo, this city's been hot for so long. And yeah, they get little runs here and there, and then they go on the dry spell where you don't hear nothing from them. But some days is over. Some days is over, man. Some days is over. It's a new Philly. This how we carrying it. We putting this thing together. We gonna bring this money through Philadelphia. We gonna make sure everybody who's supposed to eat. Spread this money around the table. It don't matter if you're an artist, a journalist, a promoter, a DJ, a magazine, a actor, or whatever you do, man. If you do it and you do it well and you love to do it and you're from Philadelphia, let's put it together. Let's work together and let's really shine a light on this beautiful city and this talented city, man. This is a lot of money out here to make. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get some of it. I don't know everybody else doing.
Definitely, definitely. And I like that it's so that when I reached out to you and I reached out to Kevin or Mr. Sutton,
That's
that it was opening, it was with open arms. It
you.
was easy, it was nice, it was not complicated like normally sometimes when
Yeah,
you're in music. And actually, Kevin is from New York, and that's like the mecca of
that's
hip hop and rap.
where it's hard.
But to come here and see
That's
our talent is definitely saying something.
birthplace. So he was already birthplace of hip hop. He didn't have to come in
Yeah,
right in New York and did his thing. For him to come down to Philly and, you know,
hmm,
be like, oh, this is a place where, yo, hold up, I gotta plant my tree right here. Like this where it's at.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And get
yeah.
lucky because Cav, he don't even really do interviews and stuff like that. He really behind the scene guy. He don't really do media.
Yeah,
I'll be telling him like, come on, man. I'll be trying to break him out of that, but he like to be behind the scenes, and that shows a lot. He ain't in it for the, you know what I mean, the limelight.
yeah.
He really care about these artists, and he want to see people win. And I know for a fact he got my best interest. You know what I'm saying? So that's my brother, man. No matter where we go, I'm always have his back. He gonna always have my back. And one day we gonna be laughing over millions talking about these stories. So the new it's a new Philly, and I'm glad to see you a part of it, man. Keep doing these interviews. Keep going at artists.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Because you
I
got
do.
what it takes. You got the drive. That's the first thing. That's all you need is the ambition. Hard work always gonna pay off. You know what I mean? It ain't all about just talent. It's how bad you want it. You know what I mean? Anybody can be talented, but if you don't work hard, it's just wasted talent. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. Talent is the first step. And like you said, the drive and the ambition behind it and the constantly getting knocked down and getting back up and doing it again is
that's
definitely, like you said, it's definitely it.
you
Yes.
know what I mean? This ain't my first time around the block, so you know what I mean? So, and I'm just reaching the level that I'm reaching, and it lets me know. I put up a post the other day, I think it was on Facebook, and I said, everything that happened in my life is for a reason because it brought me right here to this moment. So I wouldn't trade in none of them hard times because it built character. It built
Hmm.
those, structure. You know what I mean? Anything worth having is worth working for. You don't want it to just fall in your lap. You want to work for it. So when you get feel so much better. Like I just got my first Philadelphia Hip Hop Award.
Yeah, tell me about that. How did you feel? So congratulations on getting your Philadelphia Hip Hop Award.
Wonderful, wonderful. I felt beautiful. One of the best moments in my life. Got to share it with my family. Got to share it with my friends. You know what I mean? And not just my award, that award along the Cav, because he's managing me. So he managing the Underground Artist of the Year. That award belonged to my producers, produced the records for me.
Hmm.
Jumped on tracks with me, clubs that booked me to perform, and they belong to the city of Philadelphia, who support me and who I make my music about and partially for. So it felt good though. I felt like I deserved it. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like I knew I was coming home with something. I felt that in my heart. I didn't know it was gonna be that one because I was nominated for like 5 awards. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
So you had 5 nominations and you won one.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, lyricist of the
That's
year,
impressive.
um, artist of the year, underground artist of the year. Two more, I think, or one more. It was either 4 or 5, but I was nominated a couple times, and I was really focusing on lyricist of the year and the underground artist of the year. Those are the two I really wanted. And now, for real, I wasn't even upset that I didn't win lyricist of the year because I was up there with so many great lyricists from Philadelphia. It was like, yo, just to be nominated was dumb. It was
Yes. Yeah.
killed this.
Just to be nominated,
I was
definitely.
like, I was just happy to be nominated. But then to win that, winning award, I had a little couple tears in my eyes. I was happy. I was happy.
Wow. I mean, because
Crying.
when it like comes to rapping, when it comes to hip hop, in order to be able to tell a thought provoking story,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It takes a lot. I know that, when I went to music school and stuff, and I would see people talk about different genres of rap, and I'd be like, it's so captivating because of that.
right,
Because someone can tell a story like
right,
that, especially through their own
right,
experiences. That
right,
takes a lot. It takes a lot. And then to put it into and then to write it down and put it into a format, and
right.
yeah, like that's hard. It's
Like
not an easy thing.
that last album I put out was so classic. It was a classic. It was done right, put together right, and like just for your to salute you. That means a whole lot. That feels great to know that your city is at to you and saying, we see what you're doing, man. We appreciate what you're doing. Keep doing it. You're one of the best. You know what I'm saying? And for a whole, I like to say, I'm gonna say it first on your platform, King of the Underground in Philadelphia, man. Till next year, somebody else win it. I'm the king. You know what I mean? That's just real facts. I mean, until somebody take that spot and win it next year, then they'll be the king. But right now, 2021, until I'm the king right now. So it felt good though. It felt good to win it, and I'm glad. You know what I mean? And it was a real great moment. One of my favorite moments of my career. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Great, great night. It was at 11:22. You had Rockstar P hosting it. You had
Hmm.
all the stars was in the building. Everybody, all the greats was in the building, man. And it couldn't have happened better for me because when they said it, I could hear people like it was pre-recorded. So I was at home watching it. And when they called my name,
Oh.
they called my name and said I won it. I could hear people in the background You know what I mean? Clapping. And then we was all on YouTube on live, like commenting and talking in the comments. So everybody was going off and congratulating me. And it was great. It was great. It was great. I'll never forget it.
Oh,
Forget it. I won a couple
wow.
awards before that, but I'll never forget winning that award. So that was cool.
What was the awards before that one?
Um, I won 3 awards in Jersey,
Wow.
2019, Song of the Year, New Philly, and no, rap artist of the year, and then in 2020 I won Song of the Year, rap artist of the year, in New Jersey Indie Music Awards, Elephant Talk Indie Music Awards. So that's from a city I'm not from. So
Yeah. Oh, wow. Very impressive. And
resumes
congrats to you.
there.
And that's awesome.
It's there.
Do what? So, do you have any merchandise for sale besides your music? I know your music is for sale. Everyone's music is for sale. But do you have any merchandise for sale?
Most definitely, we got the 215th merch that's available. You know what I mean? Through myself and 1122. I got the Son of the 215 website. You can go in there and check stuff out. And also, we got the Freedom Academy merch, which you can log on to freedomthinkersacademy.com. And we also got other things going on there, workforce classes. Um, they got a one-on-one session where artists can sit down with Freeway and learn how to write a 16 the right way. And also our spotlight
Wow.
opportunities where you can invest in being the artist of the month website. And we also got a 1122 merch you can get with myself or Kev for that. So we got the merch. The merch is out there, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got the 215th merch. And 215th is a company that I created, that I'm building a LLC that I created. And it's just a company that, you know, is inspired by Philadelphia, for up and coming Philadelphia artists, and trying to specialize in helping artists and bridging the gaps with artists and different important indie people in the indie music world in Philadelphia, just bridging the gap, helping these artists get with these people like Hennessy Kev or Glockaware Radio or Indie Spotlight Special. I might hit you up and say, hey, I got this artist, man. He want to know how can he get on. You know what I mean? Just trying to bridge
Yeah.
the gap.
Like a hub. Yeah.
But it's also, you know, about Philadelphia. I say it's for the city, by the city. We got the merch. We got the 215 shirts, 215 hoodies, more merch on the way. And, you know, just keeping it, you know, keeping it new Philly, man. Everything about Philly right now. Son of the 215, man. That's how I'm carrying it.
Nice. So what advice would you give to an up and coming artist or someone trying to or break into like the music business? What advice would you give them?
What advice would I give them? I would say stay yourself. You know, try to stay yourself. Make music that you know, it makes you feel comfortable. Make music that makes you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Do it for yourself before you know what I mean, before you do it for anybody else. And work hard. Work hard. Study your craft. Study your craft. Always study your craft. You know what I mean? Anything you
Mhm.
want to do, go into it knowing that, you know, I'm gonna give it my all. Because even if it don't work out the way you want, you can sit back and say, you know, Dad, you know, I gave it my all. Like right now, tomorrow, if I just woke up and my voice was gone, I couldn't spit another rap.
Right.
I won a Philadelphia Hip Hop Award. I've been around the world with one of the greatest Philadelphia rappers of all time. I've been around the world performing on big stages. I've shaken hands of great artists and stood next to great people. I've made classic songs that people around my city and around the world love. Like, and I did all that, you know, pretty much without the help with the help of my management team and my distribution label. Outside of them, I did it on my own. So, you know what I mean? I'm content with that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is because I know I worked hard. I know I've been
Hmm.
giving it my all, pushing it to the max. So, you know what I mean? When you do that, you know, that's kind of like, that's success on way. You know what I mean? That's being successful. You gave it your all, man. You know what I mean? I gave it my all. I tried as hard as I can try. You know what I'm saying? So hard work, study your craft, and do it for you. Do it for yourself.
Awesome. So, what was so could you tell me a little bit about what is it like touring? What is touring life like?
Touring life is what the I mean for us for 1122 guys in 1122. It's fun. It's fun. We have fun. You know what I mean? A lot of times if we not flying, we driving and stuff like that. So, we have fun, man. Like we have fun. We go out, chill with the people. It's never no drama. It's never nothing crazy going on. Our shows are always packed and you get a good live experience. We give you a good show like Freeway. Oh my God, man. I thought I gave a great show, man, until I seen Free, man. Until I seen his set, man. This guy, man. This guy. I could see why Jay loved him so much. This guy, man. I'm talking about hit after hit after hit. You be forgetting that Free got so many hits, man. You be forgetting like this guy got hits, man. And you know what I mean? We get off the stage, we sweating, we always turned up. So it'd be fun touring, man. Sometime only thing that sometime it gets you is that when you flying from place to place, you get a little jet lag, you be tired. Once you get that downtime to get back and relax, couple days off, you be so burnt out, you just want to go to sleep. But that ain't even bad. It's like, yo, look why you tired though. You know what I'm saying? You've been working hard. So
Yeah. What was one of one of your favorite if you, I don't know, like if you've been out of the country or one of your favorite like towns or countries or states?
Can
Um,
Canada, man. Gotta get back to Canada. Canada,
Canada.
know what I'm talking about. Canada was crazy. Crazy Canada nights. Crazy Canada nights.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Sounds like Canada was a lot of fun. Like Canada was a lot of fun.
You know why I'm laughing. Canada crazy, man. Canada's crazy fun. And yeah, man, I want to get out of the country more, do some more out of the country stuff. But if I had a favorite city right now, it's probably between ATL and New Orleans. New Orleans is crazy.
New Orleans and ATL.
Yeah.
How long do your tours normally last?
Um, we might like right now we in the midst of a tour. I mean,
The Legacy tour, is that it?
the Legacy tour is something that Kev created in 11.
Oh, okay.
We created to, we were supposed to do. So the Legacy tour was supposed to start before the pandemic hit. We was getting ready to do the Legacy tour. And then the Legacy tour got kind of put on pause because of the pandemic, but we brought it back around. And we wanted to start it at home in Philly. So, but our tours usually go from like weeks to months. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I did a 5-city tour last year. So we did, and there's more cities than that too, but 5 was the major ones, major stages. Canada, Texas, Atlanta, Canada, Texas, Atlanta, Virginia, and I believe New York. Yeah, SOBs. So that's 5. And you can do 5 cities, and if you moving like 3-4 days, 2-3 days, you can do 5 cities for real, for real. Like if you could jump right off the stage, jump on a flight, be in the next city in a couple hours. You know what I mean? You might not be getting no sleep, but all depends on how bad you want it. You know what I mean? All depends on how bad you want it. So, but our tours, man, we don't stop touring, man. We take break maybe like a month or two. Cav keep us working, man. We be right back on the road. We'll be right back on the road.
Great. What is some advice you could give for being in the studio with other artists or working with other artists in the studio?
I think, well, first of all, I think that's mandatory. Artists like me, I love working with other artists. You know what I mean? For example, the song I told you about earlier with Brock Grader, um, he's like the new younger generation of hip hop, and that sound.
Yeah.
I'm more so my generation that still straight lyrical, straight bar work, straight message, straight storytelling. I'm still on that. I'm in that era, so we fused it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got on the hook
Hmm.
he was supposed to do. I got in the verses and did what I was supposed to do. And now his fans become my fans become his fans. Because his fans hear me and be like, oh, dang, he on the track and by graded. Let me listen, let me check him out. My fans, oh, dad, who's son on this song with this kid by graded? Let me see what he, oh, I like him. That's dope. So it's important. It's good for the
Yeah, it's important for collaborations to happen.
a lot of cats be feeling like, man, I don't work with nobody. I'm too this, I'm too that. Nah, they usually 9 times out of 10, they be scared. They be scared to work with other artists because they think the artist gonna outshine them on the track. But if you really
Hmm.
if you really what you say you is, you ain't gotta worry about
Exactly.
it on the track and do what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? So
Right.
anybody, if they hot, I mean, if you hot, let's go. Hit up Hennessy Cav. Let's get the feature price right and let's work. You know what I mean? I'm trying to work. So I would say the advice I would give is definitely do that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it expands your brand to other markets and you can gain more fans that way. You dig? So
Yeah.
definitely I would do that if I was an artist. I am an artist and I do it. So
Oh, and look a minute.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
there
here.
it is. It just reconnected, reconnected. Great. So tell me
Yep.
about a little, can you elaborate a little bit about um featuring or people like so like buying a feature or doing a feature with someone? Could you explain to me a little bit more about that?
Well, it's a business at the end of the day. So you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? If an artist is trying to, charge you for a feature,
Mhm.
first off, know what you're investing in. Is that, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? A smart businessman knows if I should purchase this dishwasher for my restaurant. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Let me check into see who made this dishwasher or how is it a warranty on it. So in music terms, let me see who this person
Mhm.
has worked with. Let me see how
Yeah.
much, had, where have they performed, how many projects they have, who's they signed to, who that, if it's a good investment or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody you might reach out to somebody and they be like, yeah, give me 500 for a verse, and you look on a page or Google them or something, you don't see no work. You might got more work out than them. Then that's not a good
Mm.
investment. You know what I'm
Well, I'm
For
glad like
example,
you're talking to me about that. Go ahead. Mhm.
yes, artists will want to work with me. You can check my resume out and see the things that I'm doing and look at my numbers on my page. Look at my numbers, my projects do. Look who I'm signed to and under and my team. That's a good investment. You know what I'm saying? Because not only is it gonna open you up to my fan base, but it also opens you up to my connections. You know what I'm saying? You work with me now. Oh, you get to meet Hennessy Cav. Oh, Freeway know who you is. Oh, EQ Distro heard of you. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These is all
Yeah.
that, it costs. And man, the game is sold, never told. So I do a feature.
Definitely. I will.
It opens you up to my whole catalog, my whole line. So that's how that goes.
Definitely. I definitely want to say to like as being like for going to school for music and being like a music consultant, it is very important for artists and supporters to know that everything that artists go through and what they do, it costs. A lot of it comes out of their pocket
Yep. Yep.
so that they can put back into the business and deliver the services that you want them to deliver.
Yep.
So whenever you buy a piece of merch, whenever you pay for a feature, whenever you buy a concert ticket, or whenever you share something, you're just contributing to the artist that you believe in and their success.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And a lot, and actually a lot of features and a lot of people remembering you and knowing you as a person and working with you, it goes a long way,
Along
you know?
a lot of part of the game is building your connections, building your connection, your connection.
Hmm.
Artists need to understand you got to build your connections. You know what I mean? And that's with anything, any business industry, building connections. friends in high places. You ever heard that saying? Friends in high places.
Yeah, yeah,
That means a
yeah.
lot, man. You know what I mean? It's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All that plays a part. All that plays a part. So
Definitely. And who you get to know
yeah,
and the relationships you create.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Facts. Facts.
Yes. So before I wrap up this interview, could you tell people where they can find you at again, just for people that entered the room, who might have just entered the room?
Oh,
And if you have anything else to say, lastly.
Son of the 215 on all major platforms. Success or nothing is on the way. Gold Stream Veterans Day 2 and all the other music that's out now. Check it out. Follow me if you're not following me. Easy person to get in contact with. Follow the whole 1122 movement, 1122 MMG, 1122 Studios, Hennessy Kev, Freedom Thinkers Academy. We got a lot on the way. Salute to my OG, my big bro, Philly Freeway, the whole the whole Freedom Thinkers Academy, the whole lineup. It's a lot of us, but salute my brothers and sis over there. I got a lot of new music on the way. I'm still touring. I'm gonna do a lot of touring. Go check out this month's issue of the Uptown Standard. If you're from Uptown Philly, go check that out. I'm on the front page. It's a crazy article on me. Um, Check out New York Weekly. We just got an article in there. Go read that article. It's dope. Check that out. What else? New music. A lot of new music on the way, man. A lot of new music on the way. It's on the way. It's coming. It's hot. You're gonna love it. And to everybody that's hoping we slow up. Y'all heard the record. We ain't letting up, man. It's a state of emergency, man. Son of the 215. And make sure y'all tune into my sis right here, man. She got a dope platform. Stay locked in.
Thank you.
We supporting her. We pushing this platform. We pushing the culture forward. And this is what it is, man. New Philly, man. Son of the 215. Uptown's own. Yeah.
So I want to give a thank you to you for coming on to my show.
Okay.
I'm excited and I'm happy I interviewed you. And I want to say thank you to all the guests and the supporters and the viewers. And I hope you have a great night, and I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you so much.
All right, love. Take
You too. Bye.